Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy swatching party. I'm very excited about that. Today's swatching party is a request from somebody. I'm so excited when you guys make requests because it helps me narrow down what it is that the colors that you're wanting to see. So today's request is Christmas colors. Now, I haven't chosen just green and red. I have chosen some blues, I've chosen some greens, I've chosen some reds, I've chosen some pinks, and I've chosen some whites. So we are going to need to swatch fast. We is me, I'm Sarah from Polished Pinkies, and Mr. PP is also here. His name is Jim, for those of you who might not have met him at an expo, but Jim is here with me, and he's going to be swatching too. So I'm going to move these out of the way, and we're going to get right into this swatching party because we have quite a few colors. Quite a few colors, so we're going to try and work fast. Before we get started, I do want to mention that these are something you might want to pick up during the Black Friday sale. So gel plays are one of my favorite products from Accents, and well, I love them for so many different reasons, but these ones in particular, we're going to keep it just to these styles. So there's glistening gold. Glistening gold is a paintable metallic. It is not a glitter. I love gel play because it stays where you put it. So if you are somebody who is unsure of your nail art, if you're putting on a stripe or something and you don't want it to bleed or move or wiggle or do whatever gel does, then gel play is going to be your best friend. So you're going to take your color, paint on your line, paint on your bow, paint on whatever it is that you're painting, and you can rest assured that it's not going to bleed or run or move. I love gel play. Glistening gold is fantastic. If you're looking for a silver option, you can choose cosmic silver or platinum quartz. And then these three are so popular. These are the leaf. This one is 24 karat gold, and you just need to stir back in the gel every time you use it. So don't worry about that part. It just needs to be mixed back in. But it's a beautiful mid-tone yellow. It's not super yellow and it's not champagne. So it's just a beautiful shade of gold. Then we have white gold leaf. These are great for fades. These are great for little accents. I love the gold leaf. They can be used as full color. And here's rose gold. Beautiful. It is a pinky tone rose gold. It is not very, well, all rose gold is copper, but it is a pinky tone rose gold. So you can grab these during the sale. I'm going to move these out of the way. We are not going to be swatching gel plays today, but I did want to give them an honorable mention. I am going to start just with color families. So let's start with whites. Here are some really good options. If you are new to Accents, Accents is the parent company right here, Accents. So they produce Trinity, that would be the Performance Hard Gel line. They produce Options, they produce Luxio, and then they produce Gel Play. Gel Play right here. So Accents is the parent company. If you are new to Accents products, all of these products are 100% gel. And they act different. 100% gel acts different than hybrid gel polishes. So there are benefits to using 100% gel. And although I'm going to try and speed through this because we have a lot of swatching to do, I just want to touch on a couple of different things. It is a 30-second cure in an LED light. Make sure you're using a lamp that is compatible with Accents products. Because they are 100% gel, they do not cure the same or on the same nano wavelength as, say, Luxio or IBD or OPI or CND, shellac or Brisa gel or any of those. I guess Brisa is CND. Anyway, they're not the same as hybrid, so make sure you are curing the Luxio gel polishes properly.
Your nail girl, Leah, asking you.
Hi.
What are you talking about again, Sarah, on this live? She missed it.
Okay, today, if you're asking what we're swatching Christmas colors, and I'm trying to hurry through. I'm just trying to pinpoint a couple of extra things that people might be interested in because the Black Friday sale has been announced. It starts this coming Thursday. Okay, so Luxio is 100% gel. It does act differently. It does, when you cure it properly, it does not wrinkle, it does not act funny, and it has exceptional wear. So I love using 100% gel products. You can get all of these products at polishedpinkiespro.com or on the Polished Pinkies Pro app. If you don't have the app, I would suggest getting it because it offers much faster shopping and you can build a wish list and all of those things. I love the app. So just go to your app store, download Polished Pinkies Pro. You can log in with the same information that you have on the website as you do on the app. If you're new to Polished Pinkies, just create a new login and then you can use that same login on either platform. Okay.
So she said, oh yeah, okay, I saw the email and was like, wait, hold on.
I'm so glad you're here, Alia. Thank you. Okay. The first color I'm going to swatch is Ivory. This is very popular during the winter months. So during the summer months, people love that bright, stark white that Polar is. I didn't pull Polar. Everybody knows I did? Oh, I thought I grabbed Pure. Will you grab Pure instead of Polar? Let me show Polar really fast. So Polar, hopefully this is stirred. Polar is a blue white. It is a bright, bright, bright white. So if I compare that to Ivory, so in the summertime, Polar is extremely popular. Everybody loves those bright white nails. And actually, I still love it during the winter, but not everybody does. So I'm trying to give you other options. So Polar, gorgeous, not being swatched today though. Instead, let's go one by one. I'm feeling like I have to hurry because we have so many swatches. Okay, first up is Ivory. If you have any questions while we are swatching about nails in general or about Accents products, I'm happy to help. You can even ask about any of the products that we sell at Polished Pinkies or Magpie. I'm always happy to help in any way. So this is Luxio Ivory. Beautiful, beautiful ivory tone. Not too yellow, just one. It's not too yellow. It's not too brown. It's not too pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next up is Pure. Pure is just a traditional white. If I put it next to Polar, maybe I should just keep this open for just a moment. So Polar is a bright, bright blue white. And if I put it next to Pure, it's going to feel a little yellow. But if I put this away, this just becomes traditional white. So for those of us that like that stark white, we want to go Polar. But if your clients are like, ooh, that is so bright, not my thing, then you'll want to grab a Pure. Now I am swatching these a little thicker so that I can do it all in one coat. On a client, you're gonna put regular amounts of gel. It is a self-leveling formula. I love Luxio for so many reasons. One of them is because it is self-leveling. So say your client's product is running into the sidewalls, flip their hand over, like wipe it out of the sidewall and immediately flip them over. All of the gel is gonna settle to the middle just like your base coat gel, and it's going to self-level and be beautiful. You can flip them back over, wipe it out of the sidewalls, and get them in the lamp quickly before it runs back down.
Alia did ask, do you offer, or do you yourself offer continued education?
Do I? This is a loaded question, my friend. I am actually starting that up next year, but I don't want to talk about it yet because once you talk about it, you are like committed, you know what I'm saying? So, but you can pay attention for coming next year. So I will be happy to get back in the educator seat. It's going to get very exciting around here. Okay, let's talk about how we stir back up Luxio. If by chance, so Luxio Dreamy, this beautiful, I would call it more like a pure, more like a traditional white, and it has shimmer in it. Can you see the shimmer? It's beautiful.
I don't see shimmer.
You don't?
No.
What is wrong with your eyeballs?
I'm just dealing with
Guys,
him, but I don't see shimmer.
He needs to like get it checked. Okay, so there is a shimmer in here. So this does not get used except at the holidays and throughout the winter. So from now until February or March, then Dreamy gets used. So during the summer months, it might sit here. So if you pull out your gel and it is separated, I hope that you can see that it is separated, then take a metal spatula, not an orange wood stick. This is a bad idea. This is porous and will absorb the gel but leave behind pigment. This is not porous, so it will mix the pigment back into the gel. So make sure you're using a metal spatula. And we want to be vigorous when we are stirring. Scrape the bottom so that the pigment gets off the bottom. And then putting pressure on your bottle, give it a good stir. You want to be pressing down so that your bottle doesn't go flying, because trust me, I've done that. It's not a pretty thing to clean up. So make sure you have pressure on the bottom and just stir your gels really well.
Alia says, okay, let me know. Sheridan says that I'm blind because I can't see the shimmer.
I don't know how you can't see the shimmer.
It just looked like it was separated to me. And then also, Butterfly Your Nails
Hiya, Dahlia.
asked if we would show Pure, next to Polar again.
Oh, I'd be happy to. In fact, Mr. Peepee will do that.
Polar. She said almost the blue. Sorry. So here's Pure, and this is Polar. You can see the blue to it, and the Pure white.
It makes Pure feel yellow, but Pure is not yellow on its own.
Correct. And it does make Polar look white or blue with a blue
right.
tint, but once it cures,
but
it
it's not
very,
blue
very
on its own.
white.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so while he was doing that, showing you those two, I swatched Dreamy. And let's hope that Mr. Peepee can see the shimmer because it's really pretty. It's
Tammy Miller
gorgeous.
says my bottle would go flying. Let's see, Butterfly Your Nails. Could you mix Cat's Eye with a metal spatula?
Yes. Yes, you can. In fact, I would suggest mixing all gel with your metal spatula.
I didn't think about that with the porousness of the wood stick.
I learned that from Ioana. She was like, "Ooh, don't do that because you're leaving behind pigment."
That
makes
perfect sense once you think about it.
Yeah. Okay, so here is the beautiful Dreamy. I hope you can see the shimmer because, you have to be able to see the shimmer. But isn't that pretty? Do you see it?
Yeah,
Guys, he doesn't see anything. It's beautiful, and it makes for an interest in the nail color, which is nice. Okay, moving on from whites.
That was Dreamy, by the way.
Okay, the nail file just gummed up my... Oh, you nail file, you stinky thing. Okay, next up we are moving to blues. Now, blues are very popular during the holidays, and they can definitely be popular for Christmas nails. So in this lineup, we have Engagement, Spirit, Moody, Moonlight, which I love, and Spectra. So I'm going to quickly swatch these for you. Engagement is so popular during this time of year.
I think Engagement is one of those that
It's actually
holds
good.
steady the whole year.
Yep.
Like, don't get me wrong, it does move more right now, but through the year, it's a good one because I can see a nice Easter color with this.
Oh, yes.
Or like St. Patrick's Day, or people that love spring. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it is a steady mover. It's definitely not blush.
No, it's
that
not
moves all the
blush.
time.
Right.
But it's a steady.
Yep. All right, so I just gave that a very quick stir. It's been sitting through these fall months. So that gel has just started to separate from the pigment. So just gave it a quick stir. So Engagement is a Robin Eggs blue. Some people would call it Tiffany blue. I would not call it Tiffany blue. Only because Tiffany blue is actually green, but that's a technicality, guys.
Correct.
So this beautiful Robin's Egg blue is very popular during this time of the year. Fun fact, it is our educator Nat Decker's one of her favorite colors.
Yes.
Next up is Luxio Moody. This is a muted blue. So in the recent years, muted colors have been so wildly popular, right? We have colors like sage, and we have mauves, and those muted oranges that are so popular. And I think it still rings true for the holidays. So this is just a muted cornflower blue, if you wanted to have a name for it.
Tammy says, Jim, you sound like my husband who now knows nails as much as I do. I do know I can answer about 80 to 90% of questions from doing expos, but once it comes to the actual doing it. That's about where I have to say I gotta check out next.
He does pretty darn good. Next up is Spirit. Spirit is, I don't know how to explain this color. Some people would call this navy blue, and then they would call Spectra dark blue. But I think this is royal blue.
A royal, or almost like the cobalt.
Yeah, like a cobalt. There you go. Yep. It's a beautiful option for those people who do not like a dark blue. Now, the reason why I'm swatching so many different colors, I know we've just begun, but the reason is because at the end, I'm going to show you different pairings so that you can see why all of these colors could be considered Christmas colors.
Aaliyah says, I love that muted blue.
Yes, that would be Luxio. Nope, not Spirit. It is Moody. This color, Moody.
I'm trying to keep it in order so that
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll see. You picked a lot.
I did. All right, next up is Moonlight. This one is actually brand new to the Luxio lineup. It's going to appear dark, like almost black on your screen, but it is dark, dark, dark Prussian blue. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue. It has blue shimmer in it, blue sparkles.
Have a shimmer in it. I can see the shimmer in that one.
This one we're going to call sparkle, not shimmer, because it definitely is like little glitter pieces.
Butterfly Your Nails. The last one we did was Spirit, and this one is
Moonlight. Mm-hmm. So it might look black, but I promise it's blue. It's dark blue.
It's very dark blue.
And it has blue sparkles in it.
Oh yeah, you can see the blue sparkles.
Beautiful. And it has a little piece of fuzz, so I'm going to try and remove that real fast.
Oh yeah, you can see it in the video.
Gorgeous. Okay, let's get that into cure. I'm trying so hard, you guys, to let go of my have to have a perfect swatch stick because it's not a big deal, right? The last one in the blue family is Luxio Spectra. This one I would call navy blue. It's a beautiful dark blue. This one is an oldie in the Luxio line. I have loved Spectra for years. Beautiful, beautiful color. One of my most favorites would be Spectra. I'm gonna let it go. Do you guys see that? That's the part I'm like, oh, that can't be there, but it's okay. It's just a swatch stick.
It's just fine because you're not making these your display ones.
These are not display. These are just for today's swatching party. Okay, next up we are going to move.
That shimmer really did show up pretty good.
It's pretty, huh? Move back just a little. There we go. Isn't that pretty?
There you go.
Okay, next up we are going to move to the reds. So we have Vintage, Classy, Luscious, Garnet, Ruby. We have a lot. Allure, Retro, Strut. I don't have Tantalizing. Oh, I do. I almost got real nervous. And then we have Tantalizing. So we have a lot of reds. I'm gonna try and like zoom through them as we talk, but I will show you what they look like.
All right. So Butterfly Your Nails says Spectra is the best blue.
It is the best
blue. Tammy Miller, sorry. I have a client who tells me, I'm laughing at this, it's funny, who tells me she wants navy blue, but not dark.
Oh, well, that doesn't work. Maybe she wants Spirit. See, that's where people get a little bit confused. Do they want like a cobalt royal blue or do they want a navy blue? I think we name all of these colors and sometimes people are like, I want dark blue, but that means dark in tone, not dark in color. So it's one of those. It gets really confusing. Okay, first up, Luxio Strut. Ooh, this color is spicy. It's like chili red, like hot red chilies. Has a little bit of an orange undertone. I wouldn't call it orange. It definitely is a fiery red. Luxio Strut. I'm going to try and come close so you can hopefully see the tone of the different reds. I will be able to put them all together, but if I pan up just a little, look, we're already becoming holiday. Like, oh, it feels like Christmas is coming. Luxio Strut.
That's a good red.
Next up is Luxio Luscious. This one is a lot like Luxio Vintage. It does have a semi-sheer red base, and then it has sparkle. So you can see it's semi-sheer, kind of like a jelly red. But once you put on your second coat, or you could put this over a red, it could be a topper. But it has beautiful sparkle in it.
Are you going to do 2 coats of that one?
Nope, just one. And then I can show it later over top of a color.
Just making sure.
And then next up we have, okay, I don't want to do this one yet. Let's go with Luxio Retro. Luxio Retro is kind of like an Americana red. I would even call it like a little bit of a burgundy red.
Tammy Miller says pretty.
Luscious is very pretty. This one is Luxio Retro, and you can see it's going to feel more purpley. If I pull out this Luxio Strut, it automatically goes purple, but on its own, I would call it like an Americana red. We'll put it next to Ruby in a moment. All right, next up is Allure. This is a cranberry red. This is for anybody who loves those deep, dark, beautiful cranberry colors, and it even has a shimmer.
Nels by Tammy wants to know, is a retro similar to Rumor?
I will have Mr. PP grab Rumor real fast.
I want to say it's close to it.
Rumor is actually a little more pink. I think my Allure needed to be stirred, but we will make it work. I'm going to make this pretty thick on here. And the nice thing about 100% gel is that I can make it thick and it will still cure properly. If you were using something like a hybrid color, then it would wrinkle in the lamp. But when we're using products that are 100% gel, it does have the ability to cure. But isn't that pretty?
I was thinking Rebel.
Cranberry red.
That's what I was thinking.
So let me take...
I know Allure.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so here is Retro that I just dropped on my... This needs a good stir. This is a mauve-y tone, but hopefully you'll be able to see. Nope, it just needs a quick stir.
Olivia says I need retro.
Yeah, I would suggest getting it. It's very popular once it comes time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Retro becomes super popular because people don't want that bright red again. They want like that more deep red.
Yeah, I think it's a good winter red, like you said, and then Valentine's Day. I want to say that's when it's the most popular, when it moves.
Yep. All right, so here is Rumor, and it's going to be more mauve-y. It still needs to be stirred, but hopefully you'll be able to see the tone. Rumor, Retro. All right. There's this. And then let's do Luxio Garnet. So Garnet is actually a glitter.
That's why Cammy said, oh yes, I love retro.
Yes, retro. Beautiful color. Garnet is a garnet colored glitter. Oh, I need some of the glitter to come off. I feel like I need to give this a stir too. All right, let's see here. I'm going to give it a stir because it won't let go of my glitter on the bristles, so you cannot see the full coverage of what it can do. Okay. Now that I have given that a stir and rustled up all of the glitter, let's try that again. All right, there we go. Much more glitter is coming off of my bristles. So Luxio Garnet can be used on its own, or it can be used as a topper. This is going to be a garnet colored red, so it kind of has a pink hue rather than being full red. All right, the last ones in my lineup I wanted to save, not this guy. I guess we'll save those three. Let's do one more. Luxio Ruby. This one also feels very Americana, very retro red. Ruby usually is a hidden gem. This year she has been very popular amongst customers because, again, that muted color is very popular. I'll hold this one up to retro once I get it cured. That way you can see the differences in those deeper reds. Okay, the last three, these ones I have saved out because I wanted to talk briefly about warm tone and cool tone colors. Warm tone and cool tone colors, I feel like it doesn't really matter so much as long as your client loves it until it comes to them wanting a real, true red. They want it to be this beautiful cherry red. And if I take tantalizing out, we come down to vintage and classy. Vintage is cool tone, classy is warm tone. If I wear, because I wear cool tone colors, that's what looks best on me. If I wear classy, this is orange. If I wear vintage, it's red. Now on one of my clients who is warm tone, if she wears vintage, it's orange or even pink, and I should say pink, and then classy is red on her. So it depends on your client's skin tone. I only ever feel like cool tone, warm tone comes down to a red, a true red. So this one is Luxio Vintage. It is bright. It has a blue undertone. It is just a traditional cherry red. Gorgeous color. Like I said, I'm cool tone, so I prefer Luxio Vintage, but my clients who are warm tone, we use classy.
Nails X Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Which red is deepest, darkest?
Are you wanting like a vampy burgundy? Because if we get into the burgundy reds, I'd have to say like beguiling or retro or vamp. Those are going to be your deep dark reds, which I didn't pull today. If you go back and look at the very first swatching party that we did those deep dark reds. So you can go watch that on my page. That way you can see what those colors are. Okay, so this one is ruby and this one is retro. All right, so we've done the cool tone. Now for the warm tone, this is Luxio Classy. And it also looks red. The thing is when we put it onto skin tones, when we put it against skin tones, that's when you're gonna see it change colors. So I would suggest practicing your warm tone and cool tone eye.
Charlotte said thank you.
You're welcome. So this one is classy. And I'm going to put these two together so that you can see that there is a difference. Now the last one in the lineup that I did take away is called Tantalizing. And Tantalizing is, well, it's my ultimate red. This one, I would say, is a fall-toned, cool tone red. It's a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, but still a cool tone, absolutely stunning, gorgeous red. Now, for those of you who might be, knowledgeable in the whole cool tone, warm tone, well, what about neutral? I would say go with the color Muse. I don't have Muse here today to swatch for you, but Luxio Muse is a neutral. It can lean both toward the blue pinks, the blue reds, or it can lean towards the oranges. So Muse is neutral, but Luxio Tantalizing is chef's kiss. I love, 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 love this color.
I'll use this color theory for the win.
Yes.
And then Magnell said my favorite. I think
maybe vintage or classy.
And then Butterfly Your Nail says my client loves Tantalizing for Christmas.
I love Tantalizing for Christmas. I see why your clients love Tantalizing for Christmas. I love, love, love it. Okay, so here is vintage right here. Classy is right here. Now they both look red, but let's put it on my skin tone, and hopefully you will be able to see that this one is red on me and this one is not red. It's not that true tone of red. Red, not quite red.
A little bit, yeah.
Red, not quite red. So you have to practice having an eye for skin tone. Yep, so here's Jim. So this one's vintage, and this one is classy. So he is also a cool tone. This one would stay red when he wears it on his nails, and this one would turn orange. Mr. Pee-Pee, are we going to do red on you?
We've already done that.
Yeah, we have already done that. He was my model in school, guys. He was a good sport. And then we have Beautiful Tantalizing. Let me put that one up against Vintage. Now, Vintage is a traditional cherry red, and Tantalizing is just rich and luxe and absolutely a must-have. I love it. I love it. So Luxio Tantalizing right here. But both are red. So this one would be like a true red, but just a deeper tone. This one is true red, like a summer cherry red. Okay? So just practice. It's okay. You put it up to your client and see if they like that color on their skin tone. You'll start to get an eye for that cool tone, warm tone situation.
Tammy Miller says, my husband was my model in school too.
Isn't that great? Husbands who support.
She only wanted me to do it because I had a big thumb for the red.
Oh, isn't that so true? Take it on, take it off.
Yeah.
Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. Okay, next up we have the pinks. I only have two. These two are actually really popular with our clients during the winter months. I know that these look like summertime colors, but they pair so nicely with reds that I'm going to put them in as Christmas colors. Luxio Delightful is a bright pastel. If you joined me for my last swatching party, it was all of the pinks, and this is one of the most popular. Luxio Delightful. Absolutely cute. So cute. And then next up is Luxio Dazzle.
I think Dazzle is another one of those that is popular year-round.
Absolutely.
Just because I think it's those people that want to be the rebel in the middle of the winter and are like, I gotta break out and get the bright color.
I actually just did Sheridan's nails and she has on Luxio Dazzle. I did my sister-in-law's nails. She has on Luxio Bombshell, which is another hot pink.
See, and whenever I see Dazzle, I always think of Razzle Dazzle.
Great.
The movie.
Absolutely.
Let's see, those are perfect for the pink candy cane ones.
Yes, absolutely. These are definitely big colors for this time of year. All right, that's all I have for the pinks. And then the last color in our holiday lineup are greens. And of course, green is a Christmas, winter, festive, all of the above situation. So we have Luxio Wink, Luxio Fortune, Luxio Haute, which is your traditional Kelly green, Luxio Incognito, Luxio Intuitive, Luxio Vert, and Luxio Myth. These two, okay, we'll just swatch them and you'll be able to see the different tones. All right, we're just gonna pick them at random. Oh, let me take these out of the...
Sheridan says Team Rebel.
Team Rebel, absolutely. Actually, I'm Team Rebel too. I would wear pink, hands down, during this season. I'm not really wear brown on my nails kind of girl. Although I did like that Bellatrix from Magpie. I wore that color. It's like a brown purple. It was beautiful. But that's about as brown as I like to go. All right, Luxio Wink is the first one. This one feels a lot like Luxio Delightful, right? where it feels like it's out of season. These are very, very much springtime colors. But when you are doing nail art, like whether it be color blocking or whether it be trees on top of a different green, you're gonna need a lighter tone of green. And Luxio Wink is so cute when you pair it with these darker greens. So it definitely works itself into the lineup as a holiday festive color.
Butterfly Your Nails says, I have all those greens.
They are so good. Which one is your favorite, Adalia? Luxio Wink for the win. It looks more light on the camera, but it is just a traditional pastel green. It almost feels neon on the camera, but it's
almost like a mint.
Like a beautiful mint color. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next up is, let's go with Luxio Vert. Luxio Vert, the oldest but goodest.
Oldest but goodest.
Absolutely. This is just such a beautiful shade of sage green.
See, whenever I see
khaki
this one,
green.
I have to say, hey, Vert.
Oh, dear.
Just a bug cherry, and I don't know why.
So funny.
I don't think I've ever seen that one swatched.
It's such a pretty color.
It is definitely a sage green.
Yes. And this one also pairs with Luxio Incognito, which I'll show you in a moment. So I'll do this one next so you can see them side by side. This is just a lighter version. So if we're doing something that you want to pair colors together, these two would be a fantastic combination. If you were doing like a 5-finger ombre kind of thing, those two are definitely good together. All right, next up is Luxio Incognito. This would be like a khaki green or a light sage green.
So Sheridan said, hey, Vert. Well, it autocorrected to hey, Very. So I know what you meant, Sheridan. Mm-hmm. And then Alia said, and that's why Sheridan, I wanted to do your Grinch on a pink background with another nail. With another nail being that pinched Grinch hand holding an ornament.
Oh, that would be so cute. If any of you missed Sheridan's live, she saved it. So make sure you follow Nails by Sheridan. She did a live today teaching you how to do the Grinch face. And then she said that she was going to do the pinched hand with the ornament. I think later this week. I only saw just a brief moment of it, but I saw the aftermath. And Sheridan's work is impeccable.
Sure. Sheridan said that's what she thinks of too now every time she touches Vert. Hey, Vert.
Hey, Vert.
And then she said, Aaliyah, me too.
Next is Luxio Myth. This one is going to have more of a jewel tone when we're pairing them in this scenario. And I'm showing you all of these deeper, darker greens, right? So if we pull out Luxio Vert and we put this next to Myth, this feels very jewel toned. However, if you wanted a jewel tone green, you would go with Peacock. So this is one of those color theory times where colors change depending on what we're pairing them with, which is why I have pulled so many swatch sticks, because you can really pair some really cute colors together of all of the swatches that I've done today.
Let's see. Pinched Grinch. You gotta really pay attention to that one. She's laughed and said, say that 3 times fast. My favorites are Myth and Intuitive.
Gorgeous. Yeah, this is Luxio Myth.
I was going to say Myth. That looks a lot like a softer Peacock. That's what I was thinking.
Peacock definitely has a lot more teal in it. It's deeper and darker. Excuse me. But Myth is beautiful for those people who just don't love like those traditional green colors. They usually lean toward Myth or Intuitive this time of year. Okay, so I've done Incognito and Vert. You can see that now I have Hey Vert. Hey Vert. Okay. Vert and Incognito together, you can see that one is just a lighter version of the other. They pair so beautifully together. In my opinion, if you buy one, you really do need the other one. Gorgeous. Okay, next up is Intuitive. Beautiful, beautiful color. This one's going to be a deeper, darker. I don't know how to explain this green, but it is just... Anybody want to help me explain what this green is?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain its color, but it's beautiful. Again, not a traditional green option. But gorgeous. I will put this one next to Myth as soon as it comes out of the lamp. All right, the last two that I've saved, these are the last two that I have to swatch, and then we'll start pairing all of these colors together. We have Luxio Fortune, which if you don't have Fortune, just go ahead and put it on your wish list or put it in your cart getting ready for Black Friday, because you must, you just need it. You need Fortune. And then Haute is a Kelly green. So this one, I'm going to swatch both of them for you right now. But Kelly green is definitely one of those colors that everybody needed, everybody wanted. And happily, Accents created Haute. It is that beautiful, just traditional Irish Kelly green. Absolutely stunning. Like when you think of a green crayon, yep, we have beautiful Luxio Haute. It is Haute, not hot.
Or how I say.
How do you say it? Oh, it's not that either.
No, that's what I say every time I touch it. I don't know why. Also, Aaliyah said kind of a teal but muted.
Kind of a teal but muted, that intuitive, yep. So you can see this is just that traditional, gorgeous green crayon, Kelly green. Everybody, oh man, for years and years, people wanted a Kelly green. And I'm so happy that Accents released Luxio Haute. When you're thinking of the word and you're like, how do I really say it? Like haute couture, right? So we're thinking of French couture, haute. Okay, so here we have, this is intuitive, it's the darker. And then we have Luxio Myth. It is going to appear more jewel tone when I have it paired with all of these colors, but isn't that pretty? All right, the very last color, and then we're going to start pairing all these together. Luxio Fortune. Basically, I don't know what to say other than you need this color. It is dark and deep and rich. It's not too black. It doesn't have a lot of blue or yellow undertones. It's
almost, I would say, like a deep forest pine.
It's gorgeous.
Green, but also like an army green in a way.
Way
like a bright,
darker than army. Oh, it's just absolutely yummy. It's yummy. And for those of you who are watching today and you have Luxio Fortune, do you love it? And if you don't love it, tell me you do, because I just love it.
Lie to me.
Lie to me. Oh my gosh, I love this color. It's named Luxio Fortune. I feel like, the color of money. It's just deep and rich and absolutely a stunner.
Kristen Doesn't says it's just so good.
It's just so good, right, Christine? Oh my gosh,
it's
so...
favorites. And Aaliyah says perfect.
It's absolutely perfect. And if you don't own it, you just need it. It's just such the prettiest green. I can't wait to start like pairing it with all these colors that I have lined up here. Oh, yum, yum, yum. All right, Luxio Haute just finished curing. Just such a good green. Okay. All right, now let's start pulling out colors that you might be thinking, why the heck are you showing me this for Christmas time? So let's go with a little bit of Delightful. Let's pull in some Vintage, and then let's pull in some Moody. Now that right there would be like, I feel like that's a Grinch Christmas, like Cindy Lou Who kind of colors. Cute, cute, cute. I'm seeing like the candy canes on here. I'm seeing like white trees on here. There are so many different options for nail art. Even if you did this as the stripe, the pink instead of the white as the stripe. If you were going to put a white in here, I would choose Luxio Pure. Cute, cute. All right, so let's put Vintage back and let's pull up Engagement. And you can see Engagement is blue on its own. When we pair it with the pink, it almost turns green. If your client didn't want pink and they wanted red, you could put these two together. There was a couple of years ago, Tiffany did a red and Tiffany green. It's such a popular combination. Then if you wanted to go with something bright and happy, then I would pull out this I would put Luscious over Vintage. So here we have Luscious, and I would put it over Vintage for my sparkle effect. And I would pair it with this, and then those would be my two colors together. Red and pink complement each other so well. So good. If I wanted something more Americana, let's put this bright guy back. And let's go something like this. Fabulous. If you wanted to pull a blue in there, I would put Spectra. I feel like Moonlight is a little too dark, but those three together, to me, that is 100% an Americana match made in heaven. So this is Fortune, this is Spectra, and this is Retro. In case you wanted to take Retro out and put in, not that color, this color, which was, what was the other red? Anybody remember?
Was it Garnet you had it next to?
Nope. Oh yeah, it was next to Garnet.
This is Garnet, the one after or before?
Before?
Before was Allure.
Nope, that's not Allure. This one's Allure. Okay, even if we wanted to put in a Cranberry, I just can't remember that
Ruby.
color. Ruby, that was it. Thank you. Ruby was the other Americana color. That was helpful. Thank you. I'm glad you get those.
Retro with Fortune.
Gorgeous. So we have Ruby, Spectra, and Fortune. If you wanted a cranberry color, you could put a cranberry in here. This is Allure, Spectra, and Fortune. Absolutely beautiful. If you wanted to be a little kitschy, you could easily start mixing in these pastels with Fortune, and it becomes a very fun color palette. With this color palette, I see those fun peppermint candies. And then on this one, I see a lighter Christmas tree. All kinds of fun things.
That really darkened that one up, that Fortune.
Mm-hmm. Then, if we wanted to go more with Myth, I would put with a little bit of Ivory. And then if I wanted, I could put it with Pink here. I could put it with Tantalizing. Really, your red can just mix and match. You could put on some Garnet. You could put on, let's even show Classy. So all of these colors, although individually they seem like that's not a Christmas color, when you start pairing them with different tones and then you start just having yourself a good old time, Haute with a little bit of Wink and a little bit of Tantalizing, and we have like good Christmas, like traditional Christmas. You could take Wink out and put in Dreamy, and there you have really traditional Christmas. So have fun with the colors that you have or the colors that you've seen tonight, and you're like, hey, I want to add that to my collection. You really can make up some awesome, fun Christmas sets. So encourage your clients to play with color because, the possibilities are really endless.
Kristen does nails. These are genius. I never would have come up with some of these combos.
Right?
And Shabby Chic.
Thank you, Christine. I'm glad you're here.
Says, love all those palettes.
It's so fun to pair all of these different colors together. So
Serene Touch says the combos are so good.
So good, right? So take notes. Get ready to shop the sale. It starts on Thursday. I'm going to move all of these back into view.
Yeah, start your wish list.
Yes. Go onto the app, start your wish list. If you have any questions or want to see specific colors again, I'm happy to send you swatch sticks and whatever. But aren't these colors, once you start mixing and matching, they're so fun. So fun. One more. Let's pull one more. Let's go with Ivory. And let's pair it with Haute. No, I want to go Incognito. Oh, already? I'm loving it. And then let's toss in a little bit of Bright just because I'm daring. And I'm going to go with a little bit of Delightful. And because I feel like, these two aren't quite matching, maybe I would put in a little bit of Spectra. And then from there, this could be like a fun accent. This could be a fun accent. And these two could be my main color. So just think outside the box. Christmas can be anything people dream of. It doesn't have to be your traditional reds and your traditional blues or your traditional greens. Have fun. I encourage you to do that. Thank you so much for being with us today. I know that there were a lot of colors we just went over. Get ready. Actually, guess what? I haven't said yet, but I'm doing a live every night this week leading up to the sale. So if you have suggestions for a live, that could be with Luxio, it could be with Magpie, or it could be with Ugly Duckling, please message me quickly. That way I can get it on the countdown to Black Friday. And I will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. to do another live. And Mr. Peepee said we have some words.
Yeah, let's see. Aaliyah said, almost need to keep the color combos out for clients to see all the possibilities.
Yeah, you could totally make little swatches. But also, might I say one thing on that, Aaliyah, is that if you become confident and the way you talk to your clients is like, hold on 1 second, let's really play with some fun here. If your client is open for it, start pulling out, right? Have combinations on swatch sticks that these colors go together, and then start showing them and say, I see your design, let's use this color palette. They'll start trusting you more and they'll be like, wow, she knows her colors really good. So it's all in the way you talk, and it's all in the way you practice putting different things and seeing the world in a very colorful way. So build your confidence with that.
The other question was, they did ask if this was delightful, and it was answered.
This is delightful, yes.
It is.
Isn't it cute? It's so cute. Luxio Delightful with a little bit of Luxio Haute. Christmas for me. This is what I see. Mr. Peepee just made a face. And I would pair it with a little bit of this, and I would toss in a little bit of this. And now these are not colors on your nail. This is like nail art, or this could be like my main color, and then I'm making cute nail art out of this one. So I think Mr. Peepee thinks we're painting all of our nails these colors.
Oh, you're fine. Hey,
but these are palettes.
So
these are palettes, and we make different color combinations using them. Anyway.
Come on, I can't even get my fingers done.
I know.
So, yeah.
Mr. Peepee, you are a good sport. Thanks for being here. All right, everybody. If you have any suggestions for swatch party tomorrow night, let me know. Otherwise, I will be back with a surprise watch party, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 7. And until then, have a good one. Bye.